Yes. Good afternoon, ma'am. And I'm doing well, ma'am. Thank you for asking. What's about you, ma'am?
I'm also good. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I cannot see you.
You cannot see me? I don't know.
Yes.
Now is it okay?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So can you tell me something about yourself?
Yes, yes, definitely. And thank you giving me this wonderful platform to introduce myself. As you know, my name is Manisha Reddy. I hail from Jharkhand, but I born and brought up in Andhra, Telangana state. And if I'm talking my education qualification, then now I'm pursuing engineering, electrical and electronics background. And apart from that, my hobbies are wall painting, sketching, drawing, and I love to play badminton, reading books, and exploring new things. That's it, ma'am.
Okay, that is very good to hear. Let me introduce about myself also. My name is Pallavi Dhingra and I'm an English trainer by profession. In qualification, I have done my master's in English and my hobbies are to teach the other people, and I love to teach. And I'm so happy when the people improve through my teaching. So
Yes,
this is all about me. So you tell me something like how you started learning English. What is your English journey?
yes. I mm, Mm, yes, ma'am. I have been learning for 2 years. But if honestly, I am saying like I didn't give a consistency and didn't hard work. And I didn't in a before I didn't have a passionate to learn this language. But nowadays, we're seeing a lot of people. They are day by day they're improving their knowledge. They are gaining something new, and they're also learning this language, and that's why I thought like I have to do because it's beneficial for it's not beneficial to future. It develops our career also because it's a very integral part of our life. If we don't know this language, then how we can manage this any situations. If I'm going to somewhere and I don't know this language and how to speak to the peoples, and that time I will face a lot of problem in my opinion, because in a north peoples, they we can understand very well in Hindi, and but it's a south, and if you're going to a south place or other place, then it's very difficult to manage that environment, or that manage the peoples, because they have a own mother tongue, and they they are able to speak in their own. And if we don't know that mother tongue in like a Telugu, Tamil, or Malayalis, or so on, that if we know the English language, in all we can express our thoughts, and we are able to handle the situations, and that's for easiest part of our life if we know this language. And English is just a journey, and yes, we keep going to practice these things.
Okay, this is very good to hear that you have the willingness to learn and you understand the importance of learning English. This is very good to hear. Okay, so what difficulties do you face while learning English?
Actually, most of the time, they are in my opinion, ma'am, I were not able to speak very well in a before. If I am talking in a 1 year or 6 month before, that time I were hesitate and I were fear. I had a fear to talk whenever it comes to environment. Okay, I have to talk, or I have to I have to interact to the interview, or any persons, or any tutors, or a co-learners. That time I will very hesitate and very like a fear, and I couldn't speak very well as compared, because I interact audio call, and I didn't interact once also. It's a face to face. Once, twice. Twice a year. I were interacting, but if we were continue, I mean, if I am practicing the daily basis, then it reduce our it can be reduce our problems and our hesitations that I learn after knowing these things.
Good to hear that. So, how do you come out of your fear of learning English? Like you said, initially you had the fear. So, how do you come out of that fear? What all things you have done?
Yes, yes. And nowadays, I were interacting with so many like a co-learners, learners, and like a mentors, and the beginners also, because I were learning a lot of things and I were gaining like a new. It's my opinion, because honestly, I'm saying daily basis I will connecting to the peoples, and I will means I am very happy to say that it it has a good opportunity to learn, or you can say enhance our communication skills. And that's nowadays I I'm feeling myself. I reduce my fears, and somehow I managed. I could manage to speak in English and without fear.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you mean to say while interacting with people, whether with your co-learners or mentors, you have reduced your fear of learning English, is it?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So that means one should practice English. One should not
Yes,
keep
yes.
wondering in your mind that whether I'm right or wrong. So do you get have this in your mind that when you are speaking, are you speaking right or are you speaking wrong? Do you have this fear in your mind?
Now nowadays I I'm not fear, because I were interacting a lot of co-learners, mentors, and like English trainers also, and they're they were also supporting me, and it's a journey, and I don't think if we are practicing daily basis, then definitely one day we would be success, or we would speak very well as compared to in a mother tongue, as we speaks our mother tongue very well, that it's similar to English also. And if we are continuously this keeping and going to practice this language, then definitely I can improve myself as well as others also. Because ma'am, like in a English it's a very important to nowadays, and you know very well, because you are like a English trainer, and I in every day it's a some someone they're giving a feedback. It's a positive. I am taking in a positive way, I'm not taking a negative, because whatever they are telling, it beneficials to me, and I have to learning from them. And yes, it's if I means I am doing mistakes also, after that I learn something new. Because if I do not mistake, then how I can learn?
Yes, right. Okay, so this is good that you understand this. If you are making mistakes, you are learning. Many people or many learners, they have this fear that if we are making mistakes, so we should not speak. But this is really appreciable that you feel if you are making mistakes, you are learning. So apart from conversation with the people, what else do you do to improve your English?
Apart from conversations, I do I would like to prefer to read books loudly voice, and I'm reading a loudly voice in the morning when I wake up early morning, and that time I read. And I listen some podcast, or a TikToks, or any conversation, or any conversations videos, and uh, that I take a new thing, and I get a new vocabulary. Then I practice on myself. Then after I practice on my classes, or then I will speak. Means I speak.
So how much time do you give daily to your English learning?
uh, Casually, ma'am, I am taking a sessions 2 or 3, and apart from that, I because nowadays I am studying also for my examination is corner, and that's why I didn't give that much time. But yes, in a 1 hour, 2 hour, I takes a minimum 2 or 1.5 hour.
Okay, so 1.5 hour to 2 hours you give daily to your
Yes.
English learning. Okay, so do you think by watching videos, is it helping you?
Yes, it's a watching videos, ma'am, because they are giving a new they are that topic. If we are it's a in a way it's a beginner for beginner in a English. It's a like a speaking part. It's a very important to speaking, reading, and writing, and as much as possible to learn that language. If we are listening that listening that things, then is we can easily catch that words, or we can understand. If we understand that, we can express our thoughts. If we are not able to understand that situation, then how could we express in a very well. That's why it's a necessary, it's a important to listen part also. And while we are watching the any videos, that is helps to us to improving in our English journey, because there are many videos that gives to inspire to everyone. They are also watching, and they are also getting some new knowledge or some acknowledge for their they can grow their futures, and their futures it beneficial for their coming coming days.
Okay, all right. So I understand you. This is very good that you understand all the four areas of English, like reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Good to hear that. Okay, so I suggest you something. You are saying you daily give 1.5 hour to 2 hours. It is like too much. What you can do, you can just give like 30 minutes a day, but that 30 minutes should be planned and guided 30 minutes. They are good enough to improve your English. How? Like, first you take 10 minutes to read. And as you said, when you read it, read very loudly. So when you read loudly, your ears are listening to you. So this will help you to improve your practice. Your speaking skills are getting improved and your reading is getting improved. So this you can do. And then for 10 minutes, what you can do, you can watch any video or any podcast. So you are improving and updating your knowledge also. And for the another 10 minutes, what you can do is you can just stand in front of the mirror and just practice the way you are speaking. See, nowadays to speak English is important, but the way you speak English is more important. Like
Yes.
using your body gestures, your expressions, some words in low pitch, some words in high pitch. This is very important. And these things you can change in your life in yourself while speaking in English. I have
Yes.
seen when you are speaking in just like one pattern. Okay, so
Yes.
you can like go a bit slow, like you can control your speed and then not by giving pauses in between, be in a regularity and practice. Like suppose you are saying, I will be doing this work. So rather than going it like continuously, you can rather say like this, I will be doing this work. So you will be more effective and impressive. And the
Yes.
other person will also wonder, yes, wow, her communication skills are very good enough. Because I always say, what is the purpose of speaking? See, why I am speaking? Because you are listening. Why you are speaking? Because I am listening. So we speak for the other person. All right? We do
Yes.
not speak for ourselves, we always speak for the other person. So it is very important for us to communicate in English very well, and that too why like we should speak in such a way out that the other person can understand what we are trying to say. We should not speak what we want to speak up. We should always speak what the other person wants to hear. This is the important role of communication. It is irrespective of any language, whether in English, Hindi, or any language of the world. So communication skills plays a very important role while speaking any language. So you can enhance those skills and surely you would be a better person. And plan your day the way I told you, you will be improving because see, we live in such a fast world. Nobody wants to do hard work. Everyone believes in doing smart work.
Yes.
Yeah. I tell you once, I have a student during Corona time period. I asked him to read one book and 2 3 days and tell me the summary. He said, "Ma'am, why I will spend 2 3 days? I will just Google it and within 15 minutes I can tell you the summary." So nobody wants to do like hard work. Everybody wants to do smart work. So I'm telling you also the time you are saying I'm giving 2 hours for my English learning journey, you give 30 minutes, but those 30 minutes should be effective. I always go for quality, never quantity. Yes,
Yes.
you just go 30 minutes and the rest of the time you can allocate for another task. This is what I suggest. If you have something, you can ask me.
Okay, ma'am. When did you start your journey? As you mentioned, you are a spoken teacher, and I were watching your videos because I were learning from you also, and you're giving a feedbacks to students. It's a positive, and what they are mistake, what they are doing are mistakes, and you're finding the errors, and what would you like to prefer to me? What I in a while I'm conversations, and what I do mistake, ma'am. I
Okay, see,
want to enhance.
actually, what feedback I would like to give you is first of all, you need to improve your pronunciation. Like you said, conversation. So it is not conversation, it is conversation. So you need
Conversation.
to improve, no, conversation. Okay.
Conversation.
No,
Conversation.
not going like very fast. You have to go a bit slow. If anybody wants to improve his skills, you need to go a bit slow. Speed will come anytime in life. For speed, we never have to do any work. It is the natural process. It is human tendency. Speed we get anytime. But to change, we need to lower down our speed for at least 3 to 4 months. So it is like conversation. Say
Con
again.
Conversation.
Yes.
Conversation.
And don't go in one go. Break it into parts and speak up. Like
Conver
conversation.
Conversation.
Yes, like even in succession very quickly. So say shun. So you need to improve your pronunciation. Next, you need to change the way you are speaking. See, I tell you, if you will wonder to learn something, it is very hard to learn. It take ages to learn. But to
Yes.
copy somebody is very easy. We are like Indians. We can copy the other person so fast. What I suggest you, if you really want a suggestion from me, you could see in my channel, I have like short videos of 20 seconds, 25 seconds. You can take one video daily from there, stand in front of the mirror, and just practice that one video of mine for 10 times. The way I'm speaking, copy the way I'm speaking. You will surely be better after 3 to 4 months. I can assure you. And then we can make one more video with your proper skills in English. I'm
Yes.
telling you, you follow that, surely you will be better. As I tell you, doing 2 hours is not important. You take 10, 30 minutes, but it should be effective and guided. You are doing the practice, but if that practice is not giving you the result you are expecting, so it is not useful to you.
Yes.
Yes. So give time to it and surely you would be improving. Daily take one video, stand in front of the mirror. Don't stand aimlessly because if you will start speaking and then nobody's there to correct you. But I have told you, you copy the way I did in the videos and your pronunciation will also change. You will lower your speed a bit and you will surely be improving.
Yes. Yes. Definitely.
Okay. Practice all these things and then we'll surely see you the next time. Okay.
Yes. Definitely.
Hi,
Definitely.
nice connecting with you.
And nice meet you too, ma'am. And very
Oh,
happy to glad to connect with you again.
yeah, sure. With your proper skills, with your improved skills, by following the way I told you today.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.